Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back. ZaNyimbo, you already know we talk about music and all the things about that. That's all it is, man. Inspirations behind the music, the art, how they came about it. But today, I think I'm hosting one of the dopest artists in the industry because of his versatility. This guy can produce, can dance, can sing, right now I just learned he's a fine art artist. So many things about this guy. His music is out there, crazy creativity in there. When you hear it, you know that this guy sat down. So today I have none other than Bucci Worldwide. So what it do, man? What it do,
my guy? What it do?
It's been a long time coming, bro.
A long time indeed.
Long time coming. I'm happy you're here.
Excited to be here.
Album just came out. Against the odds.
A.T.O against the odds, my guy.
Bro, you've been that guy.
You've
been against the odds.
Come on. I'm entirely seeing it in real life now.
Bro, I know where you're coming from, so I know what I'm saying.
Bro, you know what you're saying.
I think it was about time. Bro.
Nah, I appreciate.
It was about time.
I appreciate.
I just want to go back to the inspiration behind that. Like, first of all, the title, because for me I know, but for someone who doesn't know, why did you name it Against the Odds?
So Against the Odds is something that is attached to the person behind Bucci Worldwide.
True.
Entirely, from when I was first introduced to the game, music. I was first introduced to fame through dance when we did our first Sprite dance competition. It was the first Sprite dance competition in Malawi.
And you guys killed it.
We killed it. It was our first time auditioning, and we came out number 1 nationwide.
What was the name of the dance crew again?
G-Soldiers.
G-Soldiers. Shout out, because you
shout
guys
out
were
to
like...
Sam, shout out to Kim.
Yeah, you guys were like mad dancers, even from that time, if you think about it. Now, if you like what is happening now, is like a manifestation of what was there.
So true.
It's just that people did not know.
So true.
People did not have the exposure that people have right now. But you guys were doing those things even way before.
I remember our experience with that competition like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I remember having to see the poster, and that time You Got Served had just come out.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah. So everyone wanted to be cool. Everybody wanted to be the Marians and stuff. And the competition was introduced, and we're like, let's do something. We've always danced Pagakonde and I. So we're like, let's work on some choreographies. And we started. From that Kalido Konde going out to where the thing was happening, we found dancers that were already doing things and people knew them. And we were just the underground kids. Like, hey, okay, cool, let's see what's happening. So they came on, and then our turn came, and we turned the whole place upside down. And I was young. I was like 10 that time. So I was the youngest dancer within the whole place. So it shook everyone to see, how is this young person moving the same way? And we were so lucky to have come up with like very creative ways of delivering our work, because I remember we did a stunt at the end, which ended up with me standing on top of on KM's thigh and Sam's thigh on the other side. And I was the only person just like that on top. And everyone went nuts.
What is happening?
Come on, grab this one.
And then you won.
And we won. And then from there we flew to Zimbabwe, SA, and then we wrapped up the finals, and that was it.
Like these are the stories that I feel like we're not telling. It's like what you were talking about off camera. Back then, we had the toys, but we were waiting for our parents to buy them.
Exactly.
But right now, we've got the money.
We've got the money.
We can buy the toys.
We can buy the toys anytime a toy we want.
That time, we never had the platforms to express the art the way we can express it now.
That is so true.
So now we have the resources. Why shouldn't we tell these stories? So I'm a big fan when it comes to telling artist stories, because I know no one else is going to tell it the way we can tell it as artists.
You know what? This literally brings me back to the actual fact that we are people that represent something bigger than us.
True.
And we have for a long time we have moved apologetically. And that's the reason why the album title is very important, Against the Odds. Because sometimes you're good at almost everything. And because you meet people that shame you and make you feel like you shouldn't be.
You should just be focusing on one thing.
You be focusing on one thing. So now you chill back and then you let other people take spots. And you can see it, like, I can do that better.
True.
I can write that better. I can actually shoot that better and all this stuff. And then you just finally step into a place where you have people that encourage you to just be you.
Be you.
And that's the reason why they say you need to hang around people that are good for you.
Straight.
You hang around people that don't serve you, you will shatter.
Yeah.
And you will lose yourself.
It's like you move with the lions, you
become a lion.
Yeah. You become a lion.
Or the least you feel like a lion.
Yeah. So you cannot
know what
be.
I mean?
If you are the only lion in a pack of like hyenas, you start feeling like you're a hyena.
Exactly the point. And that's the reason why you see that other dogs that will spend time with like a dog like a pit bull, it will spend time with chihuahuas. Initially,
you'll start behaving like a chihuahua.
Exactly. You will not be as aggressive. You will not be as scary. You will not have that aura because it's just a dog. And then when you do this, they'll run away.
Yeah.
But find a pit bull that spends time with pit bulls. You're not gonna mess around with that guy
Straight.
because he shows up and he pumps up.
You know what I pit bull
So for me, it was very important that first of all, I always thank God for redirecting my path through church. I think that played the biggest role of the person that I am today because I have massive self-control towards a lot of things that I could have easily said, you know, let's go with it. Let's go with it. But my foundation, how I was brought up at home, outside home, you know, and just hanging out with my friends as well. I didn't know the clubs up until I was like 17, you know. I never stepped in the club. I was like 17 and maybe 18s or something like that. And it was a very strange place to be. But I got to know it from a standpoint whereby I had friends that...
But that time already you had like foundations.
I had foundations.
You had already built your values as a person.
Yes.
Based on your background as a person coming from a place where you guys are rooted in faith and religion. You know? So that's one of the things that I wanted you to like also maybe highlight when it comes to how you worked with your brothers.
Yeah.
For example, like Sam and Kame, these are like your bros.
Those are my bros.
and if you actually trace where they are with their art, I feel like also they got frustrated with the art in Malawi because of how much talent these guys have, but because we're too slow to accommodate excellence in this country, these guys felt like, you know what?
Might as well move on to something else.
Let me move on.
No, that is so true.
Yeah.
I think the biggest part that I've seen or I've shared with these guys is the love for art.
True.
Sam is completely into other things. He's working as a business person, entrepreneur, doing well. Shout out to Sam. And there's Kem. Kem is in SA. He's done a lot of other things. He's got a production studio right now.
I see he's doing photography.
He's done a lot of things, and he's like raw talent. And one of the things that I share with him constantly is to understand that we're different. And not just understand, but embrace it. Because in being different, there's no mistake in that. You were not born different by mistake. God gives you certain gifts or makes you a certain way for a reason. And most times we usually lose our ways because we're like, you know, I'm trying to be like my friends. You're not supposed to be like anyone else. You're supposed to be you. Rather, you can study the greats, but you're not supposed to be like, no.
Those
you get what I'm saying? I'll give you proper examples. An example like Chris Brown. Chris Brown has studied Michael Jackson fully. He understands how that great man moved. And he understands it to the extent whereby he knows I cannot be compared to him. Because Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. And then Chris Brown's career has birthed artists like me who have seen how much greater of an impact he is to the dance community, to the fashion community, to the R&B community, and actually sticking by it no matter the genre that comes in. You know what I mean? And also just being himself where if he wants to rap, he can rap.
Yeah.
I can rap.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know, for sure. People don't know that.
Thank you.
Like you grew up around like crazy artists, man.
Yeah,
crazy
you know what I mean?
Crazy producers.
That's all it is.
Like young people who did the most during that time, you know, like from Chilomoni there, you guys did amazing things.
Bro, thank you.
And moving on, right now you're doing your own things like fashion, dance,
Yeah.
the music side of things. Like, how do you balance like all of these things? Because you're not like any other ordinary artist,
I think it's pretty much the love that I have for art. It doesn't feel like I'm putting too much on myself or I'm carrying a lot. It just feels like I'm catering to all of my gifts that I love. So in the end, it flows naturally. I remember when we were recording the album, I'd go to the dance studio and open it at 8 o'clock in the morning. And we'll work on choreographies, work on whatever that we can work on the full day up until 6. 6 we're done. We do the drop-offs of my dancers. And then from there, I'll just go home and change up and then all the way to the recording studio. Recording studio, we're in it, Paul is already there, my manager's already there at Porchtimerecords. And we start discussing things. We get into the studio, start writing, recording. This is time will go up until maybe 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm back home, sleeping. 8 a.m. I'm up again. We're back in the studio. So within that full day when I'm at the dance studio, I'm sorting out stuff to do with like designing. Like this bag that I'm carrying right now. This is an original piece.
What?
Yeah, it's our original piece. It's a Black House piece. It's the first of its kind actually. So we made this from scratch. Everything.
That's dope. How much is that?
This we don't even have a price yet.
But
I just carried it because I really liked it. Yeah. So it's a whole piece. It's completely mustard yellow and it's leather. It's dope.
Nice stuff.
And then so I'm working with different tailors. I'm working with different designers like Ranks, Xandria, you know what I mean, and also Marcus Austin, the team back at I think at the studio, the dance studio, because we have a section where we do clothing production with Black House. That's why this is like it's named Black House.
Yeah.
So so basically it's a matter of how I devise my time around that. There's a season where I'm going to go into production for my videos. So I have to write scripts. I usually write these things either in the morning or night for a specific reason because I like to be in my own space and just think beyond just, listening to the piece itself, the audio, whatnot. And then from there, there are other days that I'll take some time off work from the dance studio and then we get into shooting. Mushroom Shade. Like currently, we are shooting Mushroom Shade right now.
Shout out to that series,
shout out
man.
to that series. We are on next year. So, So my schedules are very crazy. I barely have time to spend, hanging out and stuff like that. But when I do, hey, gotta have fun. Have fun all the time. Very, very important. Very important.
Yeah.
Because it always refreshes your mind. You hang out with your friends and stuff. But work never stops. Every time that I step out of the door at home, I'm within work already because I'm either the artist, I'm either the producer, or I'm either the creative director back at work, and we're doing all sorts of content and stuff like that. So honestly, I feel like it's just the love that drives everything.
True.
Yeah.
Shout out, bro. I mean,
Thanks, my
you're
guy.
doing the most, and we cannot mention movies without Malawian movies without mentioning your name. We cannot mention. We cannot talk about the Malawian music scene without talking about your name, fashion. So for you to like pop up in all of these three industries, it's a major thing. You should actually be applauded for that, and
Thank you,
you should
bro.
never look at it as a small impact that you have there. I'm sure that people are out there looking out for you and looking up to you, wanting to work with you, but also just getting some inspiration from what you do. That said, you're coming from a family that has a lot of creatives. You have DJ Nathan Toots, who's a DJ. Ketumi say who's like a rapper, and all of these other things. Producer, a sick producer by the way, and rapper. And then you have you. Have you ever sat down as a collective and think about putting out a body of work together?
I would say we have not done that yet. Simply because I think currently everyone is within handling their own path.
Yeah.
And we've always said this. We've always said this has to be done at the right time, at its own time.
Yeah.
So there will come a time, and I'd say people should look forward to it and fear of
Yeah,
that
when
time.
that time
Because
comes, bro.
when the time comes when I'll sit with Kim, because right now, you gotta understand this. Our paths have always been together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like if say Kim now is in SA, I'm here in Lilongwe, Nathan is here. But we've never sat after the growth that we have actually acquired
That
along
would
the
be some
time.
intense. Like, I
You know
don't
what I mean?
I don't know. what's
I
gonna
get
happen,
excited about just thinking about it because
Yeah.
I've heard the stuff that Kim has been working on, and I get chills all the time. So there's
Yeah,
goosebumps.
yeah.
He had me listen to a production that he did with an actual drama. It's some sick drama. It's a hip hop beat, and this sounded like a Jay-Z beat. And I'm like, Doc, do you have an idea the depth of maturity that's in this?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I look forward to that time.
Straight. I'm looking forward to that
Yeah,
also.
you know what I mean? Currently it hasn't happened, but I know for sure it will happen. Cam is my older brother for those that don't know.
Yeah,
The one that comes before Nathan. So Nathan, he's an older brother to me, Cam, and yeah, that's it. And then we have a footballer in our family as well.
well, I
Isaac
didn't
is
know
the
that.
last born.
I didn't know that. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we do.
Yeah, but I think you guys are blessed to have
Thank
like
you.
a collective of artists doing different
Creatives.
things. As much as like the paths might, differ,
Yes.
but there's gonna be one day.
It's
Not even
always
just one day, but sometimes you guys cross
Bruh,
paths,
a whole season.
Yeah, bruh.
I think this gets me back to, or sends me back to when Clips dropped the album, Pusha T and who's his
yeah,
brother?
Puja T and
I keep forgetting his name.
also like No Malice.
Yes, Malice. So I heard the album and I'm just like,
This is
actually-
that is the relationship, bond, and
Dog.
artistry coming together.
and I was like, this is the best hip hop album I've heard the whole year.
Straight.
Whole year.
Straight.
Straight, my guy.
But it's because of what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
family, these
Yes.
guys, like they understand each other on that level.
Cut
where
from the
it's-
same
yeah,
cloth.
Yeah, so
True.
It's pretty dope, man.
Shout outs.
But anyway, we can have stories for days, man.
Bruh.
I want to get into the album. Right
Let's
now,
get it.
you
Let's
know,
get it.
like-
Let's
like,
get it. Let's get it.
First track.
First track.
Yeah.
First of all, shout outs to Charisma for jumping on this track with me.
Yeah.
Shout outs to my label, Porchtimerecords. We did such an amazing body of work.
Shout out.
I always wanted to put out an album, and God knows I tried with other people, but I think it was meant to be now. You know what I mean? Because I have an album that I am fully thrilled to listen to and be like, yo, that's me. That's us. You know what I mean? And I've worked with producers that delivered the work that I felt was fulfilling.
world-class,
You know what I
like
mean?
the
World class
standard.
stuff
Yeah,
that
yeah.
when I play it, I'm just like, yo, we can play back to back with these international artists and they'll know
And
for
that-
sure we're not playing too.
Straight.
And that's a 265 flag flying
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, first song on the album, Against Yours, is titled I. I is an inspirational song, motivational song that talks about pretty much the direction of the album itself. It welcomes you into this space where you hear yourself in a spiritual form to say, there was a time Lazaro died, right? And Jesus came after 3 days, right? And he commanded his body to rise up. This is a metaphor that talks about sometimes you might feel dead, unseen, unnoticed, and you'll feel like, you know what, I think this is it for me. But there's a time that comes to you and it points at you only, above anyone else. It points at you and says, you, Tazuka. Me. Yes, you, Zuka. Gwamba posted something a few days ago, if not yesterday, about who's this guy who's just been appointed mayor of Blantyre?
Joe.
I don't remember his name. Jomo. And his status was very straight to the point. He said, Mulungu akatapangize wewe, zimakhazoba.
Basi.
From the streets to the mayor of Blantyre.
Straight.
That's exactly what I talks about. You being in a space where you believe in your dream and there's a lot of people that don't believe in it. People don't see the vision like you do. And it's encouraging you to say, close your ears, focus
Yeah.
on your dream, because everything else outside is just
noise.
noise. It's noise. You gotta focus on what you're meant to be. The thought wasn't put in your head by mistake. You understand what I mean? You were born to do what you're doing, exactly the way you're doing it. So stick to it, believe in it, it will grow, it'll be nourished, it will be sharpened, and one day people will point and say, yo, that
we
is
get it.
iconic. And
We
that's
get
just
it.
you.
In fact, there is always that time when people look at what you're doing after I was some blue dig and then
A
like,
lot
you know
of
what?
years.
Like,
A lot of years.
We
People,
get it.
A lot of people ask and say, what is he trying to do? Taimba nyimbo zote mzikaimba ujiwati. Taimba nyimbo zote Malawi azikunda. But I'm like, hey,
that's not me.
it's not me.
That's not
I've been blessed to do more than just Jiwadi.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to make songs that I can perform at Wembley, at the what you call it, the O2 Arena, where you name it. You know what I'm saying? Madison Square Garden. Why shouldn't I?
Straight.
We've got Nigerians that are doing it, South Africans that are doing it, Uncle Waffles, who's this, Burna Boy,
Yeah.
Wizkid.
All
We
these
saw
guys.
the video when it was coming. Hey, my dummy, Duro. Now he's literally everywhere.
He's everywhere.
This guy's got a whole filling station in the US. It's bigger than what it is. So it talks about that, and I just want people to grasp that understanding from my verses, the chorus, all the way to Charisma's verse. So we get into it.
The sample where people is that like, was that played?
That was played by Paul Kajala.
Shout out to Paul.
Shout out to Paul. He's the baddest.
Paul
So I'm gonna
Kajala,
play the song right now. It's the track one. When you look at the track list on Against the Odds, let's rock it. First song on the track list, Bucci featuring Charisma. Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro. To be honest with you, when I heard it, because I told you that, I was like, I don't want to listen to this album. I want him to be here. We should go through it together.
Dog.
So the only song that I listened to was this one.
Ace.
And I heard the guitar, like, this guitar sounds so sick. And I thought it was sampled. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We played everything
and
from scratch.
And the vocals, mix, production, the beat production is you and Paul, basically.
No, me, I didn't even touch anything on the beat.
Wow.
This was Paul. So this is what we did. Paul touched on the beat, and then left the sample version of it, right? It was fire already. Then I said, on the chorus, Paul, I don't want to say much. I just want a chorus that I can dance. I want to lose it on stage and just have the microphone in my hands and just bust choreographies. So the fans can just chant something. So we came up with the yeah. And it worked. I was like, yo,
that's dope.
This is it.
Yeah.
And then Charisma came through. I was supposed to have, I had an option to have either one of the artists, because there were two rappers that were supposed to be in it. Classic or Charisma. So Classic was a little busy and time was not on our side. So Charisma came through by the studio. I was like, dog. He's like, yo, I'm coming through tomorrow. I said, cool, let's rock it. He came through the next day and we ran it up. And then we came up with the and then we ran it up. He did his verse. It was such a beautiful piece. And he stayed on the concept just the way I would have done. You know what I mean? And that's much respect now, because other artists, you can feature them and they'll just put a verse just because, you know what I mean?
Even the first line where he say nobody can stop reggae.
You get what I'm saying?
If I'm chosen, I'm chosen,
bro.
You can't stop me.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is. And then it goes all the way to the chorus now. I want to talk about the chorus. There's a log drum that comes in.
Dajimva.
Log drum was done by A.O. Billy.
No.
Yeah, we literally called Billy specifically for that part. Nothing else. He's like, so I'm gonna come produce the whole. I said, no, I just want you for the log drum. So he came, he played around with experimenting it, whatnot, and we found the piece, and it stayed there. I was like, yeah, this song just went from here to there, from here to there. What?
There's a lot of
it's
layers.
a great way to finish it.
Because even the melodies,
the African, the tribal,
it's just wild, bro.
Yeah, we really wanted something that captures the atmosphere of Africa. And even when I was recording, I was picturing myself on the grounds of Africa, bare ground, and there's like kids playing, women, carrying what you call this, Ndekh, and men bumping the drums, whatnot. And then we've got us with the street fashion. We're doing the whole thing. This is a whole music video I saw in my head. So
Like, you know, like when I came through to Porchtimerecords, big shout out to Jeremy, man.
shout out to Jeremy.
I told him that, you know what, you need to find a way to get Bucci do a song with A.T.O from Zambia, bro. I don't know, but I just feel like that's gonna be
Find a way.
That's gonna be a classic.
Dog.
Cause I feel like you guys have got the same energy, same frequency.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like you are like artists who do the most.
I
But
like
you're
that.
good at what you
I
do.
like that.
You know? So if it's fashion, you're good
Yeah.
at that. If it's vocals, you're good at that. If it's like producing, you're good at that. If it's like creating sets for other people, you're good at those things. Then I feel like
He does that too.
yeah,
That's my guy already.
dude,
That's
he's
my
done.
guy.
He's done sets for most of these artists that you've seen. Like
That's my guy.
bro, I'm telling you, like I feel like you guys have got the same like energy, frequency, and I feel like somehow your paths. Have
I
to
gotta
cross.
link up with him.
You need
I gotta link up with him,
bro.
I'll push for it.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
I even told him like, Jeremy, there's this guy from Zambia.
Uh-huh.
This guy in Bucci, I don't know, but that's
Something
crazy
must be
stuff.
done.
Yeah.
I know. Knowing Jeremy is probably gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
We're within.
Track number 2, bro.
Track number 2 is Chibaba.
What inspired that song?
What inspired that song mainly was the actual fact that I come from a background of R&B, real R&B. And there's the likes of the 112,
In Sync,
Casey and JoJo,
Joe and
Sync,
yeah, Joe DC.
B2K, Jordan C. You know what I mean? Who's this? Baby, I know.
Keep sweet, boy.
Keep sweating in them.
Keep sweating.
And I was feeding on that music unknowingly, thanks to DJ Nathan Tunes.
Yeah.
You know, being the older brother that always got the new gist and played it on TV. And so I watched the fashion, I watched the body movements of R&B artists and how different it is from rappers. You know what I mean? There are certain things that you literally, as an R&B singer, you gotta be able to do.
It's
practical. You gotta be able to do
you have
those
to dance, bro.
You know what I mean? To serenade the ladies.
Straight.
So this song comes from that background. It's R&B. I wanted something very fresh, something different with a bop. You know what I mean? And also something that I can be playful on, and also at the same time have a different angle of approaching love. So on this story, I approach love in a much more intense way, where people listen to it and be like, "You say that? You say that?" Like, yeah, you know what I mean? The album carries different passions, different life situations, experiences. So we've all experienced love. We've all experienced the intimate side of love. We've all experienced the times where we're just focused on making money. We've all experienced the times where we got heartbroken, facing major setbacks. You know what I mean? We're looking for healing. We have songs in there that captures that. On this particular song, I capture the essence of love in an intimate way. You know what I mean? But also with like that type of what you call this, confidence. It's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna rock your word tonight.
Yeah.
So come
I
to
see what
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically that's what the song talks about. And also when you listen to the song, it's got a certain style to it that I did intentionally to capture the side of choreography. So every song that I was creating,
Oh my goodness, the dance side.
you know what I mean? I was
of
thinking
things.
of the dance side of it, the fashion side of it, and just the mood that it
The
sets.
3D, making music,
You know,
and
I appreciate my label for just having that that mentality to let me create, you know, without limits. You know, I've never dealt with that before, because I would be in the studio and there's always like restrictions and stuff, and I would not really bring out what I wanted. I remember doing this, and then the guys in the studio said, "Yo, we gotta put that as a sample." I said, "What?" I said, "We gotta put it as a sample." So when you hear Jibaba, that's the first thing you hear.
What?
It's not a sample, it's me.
It's you.
Let's go.
Hey, that's it.
Right?
This is a dangerous song.
Come on. And you know, I was just thinking
man.
as I was playing, right? There's something that I've not really said on most of my interviews
Yeah.
about the songs, some of the songs. There's the essence of R&B music infested in my music because I'm an R&B singer at first.
Yeah.
And we incorporated something that's very specific in the songs where we have breakdowns. So we introduced the first breakdown in Lovo.
Straight.
Yeah? We introduced the first breakdown in Lovo. And this is on a part where when we're playing it live, people will appreciate it even more when they hear the tacits and be like, wait, what?
What?
And then the same thing we did on this song. And this just goes to tell you how much deep in we were on the production because I really
because there are layers, you know.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You should not just listen to this album with just let me listen to the album.
Yeah.
Listen to it in its like
Bro.
in its whole the package.
It's a package. Everything was done intentionally.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we created it from a level point of experience, not just experimenting. And it came out beautiful.
So production
on this was poor as well, Porchtimerecords. He just made the beat, left, and I dealt with the rest.
Wow, bro. You know, shout out to Paul, man. That guy is gifted.
Is super gifted. And
and
you know, to be able to bring out a production out of like, you know, thin air, it's not an easy thing.
It's not easy.
You know what I mean? And he does that at just a snap. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, cool, let me just play something. Plays it. It's like, okay, where? I'm coming, where? It's gone. He's left you a beat. And you just rock up. And next thing, we get into production. So that was track number 2. Going to track number 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, track number 3 is titled Feel the Something.
Feel the Something.
Feel the Something is a production by Melma.
Melma, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Melma. He's one of those guys, one of the ones.
Yeah.
He's a very kind, chilled person. And I love working with him because he hears me as well. And he's able to transfer my energy onto the beat without even having to be pompous or be too controlling or taking over the studio session.
I mean, to be a producer like that, it's a gift, you know.
It's a gift. It's very iconic.
Pale magayo na udi umauza, I mean, udi jimvege jintu.
You off no bangi abange
iwo wakufuna. Nah, this is my art. I want this. What I'm feeling.
Interpret my art.
Yeah. So shout out to Melma.
No, I mizuza nabanga nyimbo yako.
Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about?
It's me now.
Yeah. So Melma did his thing on this one. I think this was something that came from the energies of my manager. Yeah. He really wanted us. He pushed us to a limit to say, "Yo, I want something different." Because that night we had a conversation about where Afrobeats is heading to and how we need to switch it up and not just be following the trend. Yeah. So we were challenged to create something that was completely different. We don't even know what we created. We just know for sure that this thing is heavy. Yeah. It's R&B. It's got the elements of R&B and Afrobeats put together. And not even mention, it's got the elements of piano in there as well because the log drum is in there. And it was not only used as a log drum, but it was used as an 808. You know what I mean, on this thing. And when you hear the production on it it's different. You know what I mean? I just love listening to such kind of music that is very different. One of the artists that I just want to like, of course, maybe he'll catch on to this after years. Rema. Rema's one of the artists that is willing to take a step and be like, okay, who's occupying this space? Nobody? Let me just take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the direction that we're going to and be like, let's do this. We don't know what it is. Let's do it. You know what I mean? It's music. It speaks to our soul. So this is one of them ones. So the concept, Feel the Something, it talks about being one of those confident individuals where you meet someone that is literally intimidating you as a partner or somebody that is a love interest. So it could be a guy, it could be a woman. And you're telling the person like, yo, you're the baddest in the room, but I'm the baddest too, so what are we gonna do?
What to do?
You know what I'm saying? So it's not one of those where it's like, okay, cool, you're the baddest and I'm falling. No. So where do we meet? Halfway, you know what I'm saying? And of course, as people have been talking about my persona lately, it's like, you a dirty boy. You're a naughty boy. I'm like, yo, I'm an R&B singer. What you expect? So in the song I talk about Feel the Something. What something? That's for you to find out.
Let's go.
And I just want people to pay attention to
Bruh, you know,
the lyrical content.
before you even playing this song, let me just say this,
Yes.
man. I feel like this generation right now, they will never experience the music that we experienced back in the day.
No.
That was music.
No.
It was really music. It made you feel like there's something that you're talking about.
Yes.
The R&B, in fact, all of the music that was can be rap. That's why sometimes Mugumamva ma sentiments ingari, we miss the OGs.
That's exactly
You know,
it.
we
We
missed-
miss
it's
the
like-
old R&B.
Yeah, it's like there's a gap, you know, because music these days, it doesn't have the substance. It doesn't really
It doesn't.
speak to what is really happening or what happens or make people do certain things or
Yeah.
make people change moods. Back then, it was there. So
Dog.
to hear R&B like this, it's interesting because I feel like we lost it, you know, and I don't see a lot of artists who are doing that.
That's true.
Like,
You
where
know,
you're like, you know what, I'm coming from this generation, this era, and I want to bring that into this new generation, but then without losing the essence, but just accommodating the new trends,
Yes.
the new sound, but still carrying that message or carrying
Yo,
that vibe. So,
bro,
shout out.
I would just want to like, you know, commend you for what you've said. It's so deep. You know what I mean? What you've tapped on right now is very deep. I was watching an interview earlier today of Sean from Boys to Men with Omarion, where they were talking about the old R&B music, where people could easily talk about the first kiss, and you would feel like that's the one for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were asking like, is that still there? Is that something that the now generation could be experiencing, or it's just not talked about enough? Initially, it's the same conversation. There's a gap.
There's a gap.
You know what I
big
mean?
gap, bro.
And just the true nature of creating music, specifically, I want to talk on R&B music. People just be crowning anything that has melodies R&B. No, it's not.
It's not.
Sometimes it's just Afrobeat. Sometimes it's literally
In fact,
pop.
they need to understand what is rhythm and blues.
Rhythm and blues. This is a genre that was done with care. That back then, if you had to be in the elite group, you had to be the one.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just be in the studio and you sing with autotune and that's it. It's from you, how you pour yourself, your spirit, your energy. You know what I mean? You will feel the love without even having to like search for whatever. Nowadays, they're just talking about tapping. That time they'll talk about making love.
Yeah.
It was a whole different
It was a
conversation.
different thing.
So I love that topic. You know what I'm saying? And this will be a topic we'll discuss another day. But
Straight.
for right now, I'm gonna play
Feel the
something,
somethings.
and I hope you feel the something.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Right?
Yeah, bro, it's just crazy.
Dog.
Man.
Yeah, man. We had the privilege to work with these incredible producers and an amazing management. And the whole album was mastered by Prezimai, by the way.
Yeah, big
So
shout out
shout-outs
to
to
the
Praise.
homie. Yeah,
Hey,
he's really
My guy went in and treated the project like he's
he's
on.
on. Yeah.
And I respect that highly, bro. Like, I've never met a person who's, you know, so how do I even explain it? So selfless.
Straight. Our
You know
praise
what I
is-
mean?
When
Yeah.
it comes to music, and like he understands quality and standard,
He
and
does.
excellence.
It does. It's written all over the mixes.
So
I'm just like,
he will take you from here as an artist and he will put you where he thinks you should be. You know, that's we don't have that in a lot of producers. You know, people just take what you give them and that's
Yeah.
it.
And
you
that's
know?
it.
But
They'll
then for
just
him,
finish
like,
up whatever.
No, we should remove this element. I think
and-
this is because he's that guy. Like I feel like this is you know messing with the vibe. Let's remove this or
Dog.
add this or let's do this. So
And that's one of the things that made him earn my respect the most, because he didn't just want to just mix it. He wanted it to be better. He wanted it to be good. He wanted it to be the best. And we actually created one of the masterpieces that will go down in history and be like, from Malawi, one of the albums you gotta listen to of all times,
This one.
A.T.O, bro.
I guess
So respect to all the producers, including
yeah.
Praise. So that's what's up. We're going to track number 4.
4, bro.
Track number 4. Do you have the track list there?
I do have
The track list,
Bro.
we have number 4, Lero, right?
we have
'Cause I don't have it. I'm just
Lero.
using my
Can I go Abebeta? I'm
Yes,
looking forward
sir.
to that.
Don't worry, I got you. So, Lero is one of the most beautiful love songs that I've actually ever done in my entire life. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's genuine. You know, it was also written from a true life experience. You know what I mean? And when I went to the studio that night, I was in my full energy mode to create something beastly.
I know how that goes.
And then my producer and my manager turned it down to say, tonight we're doing a ballad. I said, what? We're doing a ballad today? That's the total opposite. But I give this story to encourage people out there, not only in the music industry as artists, but just everybody. Always have an open mind. You know what I mean? Sometimes what's being given to you in replacement of what you wanted or what you had in plan might actually be what you need at that time.
True.
If I was a person that was like caught up in whatever that I truly believe in, be like, I know tonight I want to do an energy, whatever, we're not gonna have Little. You know what I mean? Little was created from that standpoint. Be like, okay, cool. So let me switch my energy up and start thinking ballad. Like, what do I want to say on a song that's a love song, slow and whatnot? And Paul started playing the melodies, and we started throwing around words, and we started writing, and it was such a beautiful experience. Chorus from the verse, how it comes in every time I close my eyes, whatever it is, and just line by line for me, it resonates. I'm just like, ooh, wow, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna play a little, and it's got a solo at the end, which was also played by Porchtimerecords. Shout outs to him. He did such an amazing job on that because it really uplifts your spirit as you hear it. And there are vocals that I throw in the background. Oh, hey, all those things, and everything just blends in when you hear it. It's like spirit just uplifts you. So I'm gonna play a little, and let's listen to it.
Those like drums.
Yeah.
What idea? Like, where is that coming from?
Bro,
Because like verse one, there is not. You don't have that.
Yes, we don't.
So verse two, like you introduce this like.
So
sounds like snares. Or I don't know what it is.
We have a couple of a drum set that was done by Paul, and for me, I wanted something that gives a compliment to the guitar. Okay, because like again, I had a choreography in my head.
Yeah,
you know being you, and I was in my oh, the Omarion song, where it's a ballad, but there's a full choreography, and you're just like, what? How?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So Paul introduced the drum set, and I was just in love with it.
Like this.
I don't even know how to explain what he did, but as you can hear it, it plays all throughout. Especially, it's introduced on the chorus. It's introduced on the chorus, and then it uplifts the whole mood, and it continues. But it doesn't change as it plays on the chorus and on the verses. It changes because of the elements that are backing it up, basically.
Wow, bro. Let's keep going.
Exactly. So as an artist, you gotta look the part. You can't talk showbiz and not look like showbiz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have all this look where you have your dreads, you got your shades on, you got your jewelry and stuff like that. Other people are minimalist according to your persona and stuff like that. No problem with that. But you gotta look the part. That's the reason why.
You need to know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Lawi is one good example. He doesn't wear all flashy stuff like me. But when he walks in, you can tell he's an artist.
You can tell.
You understand what I mean?
Straight.
So that's the whole idea of it. So in this
Crazy
song,
was just here before you, bro.
You lie. That's crazy. You know, alignment.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so shout out to Lawi, by the way. So these things that I talk about in the song are real life. I've experienced it. I experience it every time I go out with my friends because we do start a party when we go out.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna play it, and there's a surprise as you go forward because there's some stuff where it gets crazier on the creative side.
That's you like just painting all over the place.
Yo, that's me painting all over the place. Let's rock it up.
Like for me, the direction is simple, man. Let's appreciate art.
I appreciate
like
that,
how
bro.
it goes, the music, the dance, the DJs, everyone. So that's why we.
I really think y'all need to sit down with them.
Yeah, that's
You
why
gotta-
it's called ZaNyimbo, because everything
Dog.
music, bro. It's everything music. So everything that we know is playing, is given to the culture.
Yeah.
We want to have it over, bro.
And bless you for that.
We were listening to the album off camera now. The rest of it, you're gonna have to listen to it yourself. I mean, there are crazy features in this album.
Yes.
The production in this thing is intense, bro. I just wanted to appreciate you
Thank you, bro.
for the art. This is a body of, like, I don't even know. You can't say what it is. It's just a body of what. It's something. You know, it's something that you can present to people outside of this country, and they'll appreciate that. We have a full package right here, bro. So
Thank you.
just wanted to appreciate you on that, and big shout out to your team, because I know we were just talking off camera that the team is very important. They make things happen.
Yeah.
If you got my grades, we focus on the udolo.
Basi.
Mabanga zawo yaza, so
Ngakubanga yawo yaza iwe.
take the thing, give it to the team, let them run with it. And I think
Yeah.
shout out to Porchtimerecords, you know, and the people, specific people that you've mentioned,
Yeah.
you know. And before we leave, I just wanted you to like give a shout out to the people that have made this thing what it is today, bro.
Yeah, bro. I just wanna first of all shout outs to my record label, Porchtime, like I've said. Specifically my manager Jeremy. I think is such a cool manager. He hears me, he understands me, and he speaks for me like I would have spoken for myself. Like the other day he sent me, you'll probably find out about this on camera. The other day he sent me a recap of a conversation he just had with an event organizer who was making a booking. And I was just so thrilled to hear how passionately and respectfully he spoke about my dancers.
Wow.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
My dancers. And I'm one person that I don't play around about my dancers. You're going to book them at a fee that they deserve to be paid. You're not going to book them just with any other dancer. Be like, okay, this is what it is. And it's what we're trying to transfer with 7 Arts to bring in that voice for the dancers. And be like, yo, as a dancer, you should not be getting paid below 70,000 straight. Okay, let's start from there. That's the youngest dancer. And now as we grow, my dancers are worth $250 right now. If you're going to book my dancer, you're going to book me $250. And they need to go home fully packaged, and you know what it is, because they really put in the work. I see how everything goes. I'm with them. I'm with them.
Know, I think it matters quite bit from a person like you, because you also dance, right?
Yes,
so,
you know what I mean?
So when you speak on behalf of them, it makes sense.
Yes.
Because you know the times, the hours, you know,
the time we put in. It's crazy. You know, the $250 is not because you're just charging them for the 15 minutes you're booking them for.
It's the whole thing, bro.
It's the experience. The 10 years experience, the 15 years experience. That's what you're booking.
You know
what I mean?
The rehearsals at the studio.
Exactly.
The booking. There's so much.
You understand. You understand. So it's a big shout out to him, because he spoke, he defends them and makes sure that they get paid as they should. You know what I mean? And I hope that's something that can spread within the whole Malawi, so we become a nation that actually respects each area of creativity. People.
That said, what can you say about the Malawian music industry? Like, I'm talking about everything.
Yeah. Firstly, accept that we can also own good things. We can literally own an artist that is a full package, and we don't have to be apologetic about it. We can literally say we have the best videographers in the country and not be apologetic about it, and not even say, hey, kangatiriwa jamblanda bunja. Ai, wachambulanda show ni video hii. Yeah, kuma ezova thinki, obana bangoda unja. Ai, abanga na ina Zambia, ina Bucci abanga. You know what I'm saying? We need to get to that point where we don't judge a creative for being good, different, and good.
For being excellent.
And for all the creatives out there, do not be sorry for being good.
Yeah.
Be good. That's what you're supposed to do. Be the good, best.
Be you, man.
Yes, be you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not, you don't, it's the hardest thing to do, but also it's the one important thing to do, being yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to be someone else.
Yeah.
It's hard to be you.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I would love for the industry to absorb and really like put it in their hearts and be like, yo, if that's so we can be as good. If that's so we can own great material and present out there. You know what I mean? Without having to be apologetic about it. So Yeah, that's how I would answer your question. And to
Shout
for
out.
the shout outs, shout outs to my team, Seven Arts, Bunja Nation, specifically also Kevin Blackhouse, and the rest of my dance team, Bon, Salim, Stewart, Ota, Souvenir, you know what I mean? And the rest of other people that are playing a big role in pushing this thing, you know, Mash, Sabufa, Oana. There's a whole
There's a
team.
whole lot
You know what I
of-
mean? There's a
yeah,
whole
there's-
team that
there's
makes
a lot
Bucci
going on.
Worldwide
Yeah.
worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So I think reaching this point, all I would say is make sure you follow all my social medias. Bucci Worldwide, TikTok. Right now we're currently pushing Ndekh, which
There's
is
a
one
dance challenge.
yeah,
so
it's
go
a
check
dance
it out.
challenge that I'm actually pushing. I launched it with CZ. Most of y'all know CZ. So I've done it with a couple of other girls, and there's still a lineup of other people that want to join the challenge. Join the challenge.
Straight.
It's gonna be the biggest that will
Yeah.
ever happen.
Yeah.
Do it now before it's too late. Okay. So yeah, that's what it is. And
What's next for
A.T.O is
Bucci?
out.
What's next for Bucci, man? What's next
Yo,
for
I'm
Bucci?
looking at next year, 2026. We're about to go on a tour. It's going to be an amazing, mind-blowing experience. I literally want to create an experience that people will go home
We'll talk about.
and go crazy. In fact, I want to create an experience that people from SA should fly to Malawi just to see the show.
Shout out, fam.
Exactly.
I know you do it, bro.
Yeah, you know, so it's as big as that. So next year for me, A.T.O, we crush it. Trailblazing.
Thanks for coming through, my mans.
Thanks,
You know,
my
I
guy.
appreciate you,
I
man.
appreciate
and
you.
and for the people watching right now, please go to Bucci's pages. That's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, TikTok.
Yeah.
Follow the guy. Listen to his album. It's one of the sickest albums right now.
Exactly.
No cap.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, bro. Worldwide. Go check it out. The features are insane. Big shout out to everybody who featured, the producers. Sick stuff, man. And we'll be right back with another one. I don't know who. You know what? Before you go, who do you want to see on this podcast, bro?
I actually would like to see who would I actually like to see?
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
Yeah, who would you like to see?
I would like to see Cynthia. I would like to see CZ on
Oh,
the
yeah?
show. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that girl does so much. So
does.
much. And she carries a lot of shows. And
She does, man. ZaNyimbo, nice.
designing, but like she's music oriented. And I featured her on the album.
Yeah,
She's on the
on the
outro.
outro.
On
Shout
the
out,
outro.
yeah.
She does a whole reading on the transcript that I wrote for A.T.O. And I chose her specifically because she understands where I'm coming from, just like you do.
Yeah.
So she spoke whatever she spoke in that transcript from an experienced point of view. She knows the person and what story we're trying to talk about. So I would like to see CZ on the show and, you know, take out everything that's in her so people
Yeah,
can hear
people can
what
learn,
else
you know,
she's doing.
'cause I feel like
the big
she's
shows is hosting.
straight.
How she's representing the ladies, you know what I mean? The women
yeah,
community. She's empowering it. It's absolutely mind-blowing.
Big shout out to
And she's
her,
young.
man. Yeah, straight out facts, bro.
Yeah.
One song that I want people to look out for in your album is the one
Yeah.
you did with Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I know the
Nathaniel
story behind
Challenge.
it.
Shout out to my boy.
Because I heard it. Jeremy told me about
Oh,
it.
yeah?
And he played it for me. I was like, yo, this is sick, bro.
Dog.
And you guys did something amazing.
Thank you.
So big
Thank
shout
you.
out. You guys are going to have to go check it out yourself.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming through.
Thank you, my brother.
Until the next
Appreciate
one.
it. Peace.